You know what feels so freaking cool? That you can learn life lessons in the most unlikely of places. And recently I had a major aha moment at a pinball bar. I know, super random. So, if life feels hard or something feels difficult or you're trying to make a change in your life and you're feeling super discouraged, then stick around because this video and this aha moment is totally gonna speak to you. Hey y'all, what's up and welcome back. I am Dr. Allison, and in case you are new here, I am a licensed clinical psychologist and I have made it my life mission to really simplify psychology. So to break down the science and what I know as a psychologist to help you live a healthy and more meaningful life. I had a recent aha moment that stood out, and as soon as I had it, I was like, I have to talk about this in a video. We were on a family trip. We were visiting my little brother. He lives in Arkansas, and we wanted like a family activity to do, and so we took my parents to a pinball bar. You know, they have a bunch of pinball machines, you know, can hang out. I'm sure you can get the picture. We thought it'd be a fun way for them to like relive their old college days. So basically our family is kind of spread out in the bar, like everybody is kind of playing on their own pinball machines, and there's some partners. I am dominating on the Space Jam pinball machine, obviously, and I can hear my dad behind me, and I hear him kind of let out this frustrated like, oh, you know, this kind of like clearly he didn't do so well. And I sort of turned around, I was like, what's wrong, Dad? And he's like, I suck at this. And it was like a slow motion moment. And I heard myself saying, well, Dad, you have to be bad at something before you can be good. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, that was very profound. Did that just come from me? And my dad chuckled and said like, that sounds like a Dr. Allison video. I thought about that comment the rest of the night and even on our way home. Before you can be good at something, you have to be bad. If you want something to be easier, it's gonna have to be hard for a little bit. If you want something to eventually feel natural and easy, it's gonna have to feel forced for a little bit. You don't just poof, get good at something right away. To get there, you have to first really struggle with it, and you have to accept that you're gonna be kind of bad at it. You're gonna kind of suck a little bit. But that is part of the process in terms of getting better at something. I want you to think about learning to walk. If you are able-bodied, then my guess is walking comes pretty naturally and you're pretty good at it. But think about when you were a baby. You weren't good at walking, right? You sucked, you fell over, you stumbled, you tripped, you ran a few steps before you fell down. You were pretty bad at it before you got good at it. Think about learning to read. You had to struggle and sound out the word dog, right? You had to struggle to say the word this, and you would underline it with your finger. You struggled, you had to be bad before you could be good. And this isn't just about learning to walk or learning to read. This is with everything. Even with things that you might have sort of a natural talent with, you're not going to be good right away. But the problem is we live in a day and age where it looks like everybody is good at things right away. It looks like people just poof, they're experts. They're brilliant at their craft because we are not seeing all the behind the scenes work. But I promise you that is not how it happens. You have to be bad before you can be good. Now, I will say if you are a regular viewer of my channel, then you know I'm not crazy about oversimplified black or white language, like good and bad, always and never. So a more, eloquent way to say this is you have to struggle with something before you can get a little bit better. But that doesn't sound as cool, so I'm simplifying it and anticipating you're gonna give me some grace there. Do you want to develop a new program at work? Or do you wanna develop a new skill for your sort of professional portfolio? Awesome. You're gonna need to suck at it for a little bit before you can be good. Do you want to start meditating? Do you want to get better at learning how to focus your attention on the present moment? Awesome, I'm totally supportive of that goal, but let me be honest, you are gonna really struggle with it. You are gonna have your attention going all over the place before you get better at being able to meditate. You want to do Zumba? You want to run? You want to do anything else with physical activity? I'm totally in support of that. That goal is awesome. But please know, before you can be good at that, you're going to have to be bad. You're going to have to struggle and not know what you're doing and flail around for a little bit, because that is part of the process of getting better at something. Yet all of us get so discouraged. We get frustrated. We want to give up when things are hard or when we're not just naturally good at something. Don't give up. Don't quit just because you're not good right away. Nobody is. Oprah wasn't always a great interviewer. LeBron wasn't always the best. Some of you may not think he is the best. Let's, again, Grace, let's just go with it here. Being bad, or more specifically, struggling, is part of the process. You can't skip it. You can't fast forward, and you're not immune from that. So my encouragement to you is be bad. Struggle with something. In fact, the bigger it is and the more important it is to you, the more you're probably going to suck at it. That means you are on the right path and you are pursuing something that matters and that has some substance. And that is what life is about. So, if you would like to leave a comment, because y'all know I always like to hear, what are you going to embrace being bad at? Leave that in the comment below, and that's also a way to kind of keep each other accountable. So leave that below, and as always, I mean this. Thank you for spending your time here with me on my channel. I appreciate it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe. And there is lots more simplified psychology on my website, drallisonanswers.com. So head over there, and I'll see you there. Bye-bye.